let's repeat that. Where's the stress in a noun? In a 2 or more syllable noun, normally, where is the stress?
In the first one.
In a verb?
In the second one.
In the adjective?
In the first one.
Exactly. Very good. Right. Let's do your slides. And when you've finished your slides, we are going to assess how you did your presentation using these tests. How well you did. Pronunciation, style, delivery, variation, language, enthusiasm, body language, attention, interest, credibility related to the audience, organized, poised beginning, main points, conclusion, all of these things.
Oh, it's a lot of things.
It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. So we're going to get you to do your beginning bit of your thing, and then when you want me to change the slides, you indicate to me and I'll change the slides, yeah? I am your assistant.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I'm your assistant, and you're going. When you want me to change the slides, you just tell me, and I will change the slides. Okay?
Okay.
So let's put your headphone on. Headphones. You've got headphones here, and you will be able to hear yourself through the headphones and hear me. We're recording this on here, and after the class, you will get sent this.
Okay.
So you will be able to hear everything that we do. So if we go quickly, and I say. Noun, normally first syllable stress. Adjective, first syllable stress. Normally verb, second syllable stress. And I go really quickly, don't worry about it.
I just speak really quickly.
I'm speaking quickly. But afterwards you can listen to it again and you can play it again and again.
Again, okay.
Yeah, and you can listen to it on your mobile phone. You saw how to do the WhatsApp on your mobile phone, no?
Yes.
Yeah, it's good.
It's very easy, very good.
Very
really
good. It's super easy because now if I want to send something to the film director who's here, I just go like this, and I can add a document or a photo or anything from your computer. It's super easy. Everybody speaks now on the WhatsApp. Okay.
One question first.
Yes.
I have 2 conferences.
Conferences. That's
conferences.
Very good. You have 2.
So this is the second one.
Mm-hmm.
This is a little bit less important than the first one. But I didn't finish the first one.
We join it together.
One on Friday and this is on Saturday.
Listen to this, another rule. These are basically, because I can tell you how to do this script. This is a bit like, the Jesus guy from the Opus Dei. You know the Jesus guy?
Yes.
And he says, listen, if I give you fish, you eat one day. I teach you how to fish, you eat every day, no? This is what he said, didn't he?
No.
He didn't say that?
No, I don't understand you.
Jesus, he said, if I give you fish, you eat for one day. And if I teach you how to fish, you can eat every day. He said that, didn't he?
Okay.
No, this is correct.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to just teach you, like a parrot, or loro, how to repeat this and say it so we understand. I'm going to teach you things so that you can apply it to anything. Your other script, your other conference, everything. Okay? Like we said with where's the stress? No, I'm going to teach you general things.
Okay.
So don't worry about everything that you are doing here. You can then apply to the other things as well. And when you do it in Spanish, it's going to be super easy. No?
Yes.
Okay. So let's put our headphones on and let's go.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I would like to congratulate you because you are the really survivors.
Would like to what you?
Congratulations.
Congratulate you. Congratulate.
Congratulate you. Because you are the really survivors of this great Congress.
Real or really?
Real. O sea,
real survivors.
o sea,
real survivors.
Real.
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 Let me write this for you, okay? It's not real, as in Spanish. It's r, it's a diphthong. E, a. Real. Real.
Real.
Okay, real survivors. Another thing, which I just forgot to say to you, that I was just about to say, is that you're speaking word by word, okay? This makes you sound like an English class. What we want you to do is to sound like us. We join words together. Do you speak French?
No.
In French, you can say je me appelle, or you can say je m'appelle. You know, you
Yeah.
understand, yeah? Je m'appelle, my name is. No? So, all words that begin with a vowel sound, they join to the word before if it's in the same idea, not separated by a comma, different idea, pause, or anything.
Yeah.
You did it before. So, for example, talk about, the second word begins with a vowel sound, about, so we join them together. Talk about.
Talk about.
That's it. Because if you say talk about, you sound like an English class. Okay? Because you've had a lot of those, and we don't want any more of
But
those.
which are the double sound?
I'm not saying a double sound, I'm saying that you join them together. This is called in French a liaison. We join the words together.
But what? Where?
If the second word begins with a vowel sound.
Vowel.
Vowel.
Ah, okay, okay.
Vocal in Spanish.
Not double.
Vowel.
Free.
Tell me what I just said. You explain to me.
Explain to
The
you.
rule.
Okay, when two words,
No words,
and
no words.
when the second word begins with a vocal,
Vowel.
you can pronounce together.
You should join them together if they're in the same idea, not separated by a comma, full stop, different paragraph. Okay, if they're together, you join them together.
Together.
Yes. We're getting all this recorded, so if you forget, don't worry.
Yeah, but
No, I'll make a note on here on your sheet as well. Talk about.
talk about.
Perfect. It's a bit like, fish and chips, no? Just joined together.
Yeah.
G&T, no?
Talk about.
Talk
Fish
about.
and chips.
Perfect. Carry on.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I would like to congratulate you because you are the real survivor for this great Congress. Only the survivors could be here in the third day and Saturday afternoon.
Okay, this is a joke, no?
Yes. Or not.
Exactly, or not. Okay, now you're laughing, and I like that. But when you said the dialogue, the lines of your speech, was it funny?
No.
No. Can you be funny?
Something.
Something.
A little
no.
bit.
A little bit, okay.
A little bit.
But when you afterwards you laughed, and that was good. If we're making a joke, it's very difficult. But there will be bits when you're talking about, I don't know, breast cancer or breast things, then it's serious shit, no? And there you have to be serious, no?
Yeah.
You know when you watch the news,
Yeah.
and they're talking about the war and they're killing the children in Palestine or something, and then they change to another story where they're talking about the Easter and the people in the street happy or something, and they have to change. So one, they're serious, talking about the children in Palestine dying, and then they're happy talking about the people in Madrid in San Isidro. No?
Yes.
So I want you to be able to change. So when you're talking about the breast things that's serious, we can be serious. But when you're just talking about how much people have survived a conference, I want you to be a bit lighter. Maybe not funny, but at least...
Smiling.
Yes. So let's try that bit again.
Okay.
But I don't mind if you make a mistake, because we're just practicing. So you can do it and it's not good and you think, it wasn't good. No problem. Do it again. Yeah?
Okay.
Imagine that you're an actress and that I am Pedro Almodovar and I'm getting you to do a different way. No?
Okay.
And then we look at the video and we think, that was okay. No? Go. Funny.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I would like to congratulate you because you are the real survivor of this great Congress.
Okay. That's better. But what body language are you doing?
No, I always stay like this.
Okay. But we're doing a bit of a joke. We're doing a bit of a funny bit. So we're going to do some body language. Okay? This will make you up to a more advanced speaker. More advanced speaker uses body language. Like Donald Trump goes like this, no? You've seen,
Yes,
no?
yeah.
And Barack Obama, I don't know what he does, but he will do something. Okay. So, when we say this, you're going to do something.
Something like?
Anything you want. But it doesn't... There are two types of body language. A tick. You understand a tick? It's like, you know... this is a tick.
Yeah.
Or a body language is like, you will do this. No? That's body language.
Yeah.
Okay? We want something that will go with your dialogue. And light and funny.
Okay.
You try it. Doesn't matter if we can make a
Okay,
mistake.
but I don't know what I have to do, but...
Just try anything.
Okay.
This is to try and make you more expressive, more beautiful when
Okay.
you speak, more interesting, easier to listen to. Because if it's just blah, blah, blah... So sometimes it's difficult subject, no?
Yeah.
Technical. But now, light. So, quick, light, easy, body language. Go.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I would like to congratulate you because you are the real survivor of this great Congress. Only survivors can be here the third day.
Great. We
And
got
Saturday
it.
afternoon.
We got it.
No, with the finger, no.
The finger, and you were laughing, and that was cool. If you laugh, what do I do?
Laugh.
Yes.
But laugh for me. O sea,
Laugh. I could laugh with you, I could laugh at you, or whatever,
At me?
but at least I'm laughing. At least I'm laughing, no? Because these people sit there and they listen to a lot of boring shit. No?
yeah.
And they're happy to see you, and they're laughing, and then everybody's happy. Then you can tell them some boring stuff.
Okay.
No? Okay. Keep going.
Only the survivors could be here in the third day of Congress.
Yeah,
and
you did that third day. Yeah, that's great.
The third day and Saturday afternoon. So, really thanks for coming.
Perfect. You did the third, and then you did this, and then you went back. So you did 3 things. Did you see?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Next one.
Let's go. Today I am going to talk about iatrogenic findings in breast ultrasound.
Iatrogenic? Iatrogenic?
Yes?
Say it.
Iatrogenic.
Iatrogenic findings?
Iatrogenic findings.
Findings with a Z.
Findings.
With a Z. Findings.
Findings.
In breast ultrasound.
In breast ultrasound.
And this begins with a vowel sound. So what do? We join
Breast
it together.
ultrasound.
Breast ultrasound.
Breast ultrasound.
And findings in breast ultrasound.
Iatrogenic findings in breast ultrasound.
And also we're going to do, it's a long thing, so we're going to do something which is called chunks. This makes it easier for people to understand. We have the subject here, iatrogenic findings, no? This is the subject. Then we have an article where it is. We don't have a verb. And we have like an object. Where is it? No, it's there. It's in the house, no? The man in the house, no? But the iatrogenic findings in breast ultrasound. 2 chunks. We speak in chunks. We don't just go vroom, vroom, vroom. We speak in chunks. So if you speak in chunks, we understand you better. Iatrogenic findings in breast ultrasound.
Iatrogenic findings in breast ultrasound.
That's it. And I can hear the boom, boom. Then I understand better. Okay? This is called chunking. All people who speak well do this. You will do it in Spanish, but in English, just boom, boom. Yeah? Okay.
Nothing to disclose, of course.
Okay, we have a whole slide here with just 3 words.
Yes. This is mandatory.
Okay, fine. Is this an introduction? Do we have to do this?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the index.
Yeah, but are you going to go through this? Like an introduction? Are you going to say, I'm going to go one, I'm going to say this,
No,
and
I
this?
am going to say this slide resume on here we can resumes or here we can see the items that we are going items that we are going to talk about. Here
Are you going to say them?
Here I put this slide shows what I am going to talk about.
Are you going to read them or not?
No.
Okay.
Only show them.
Okay.
This is the first. So the first important, I think.
let me just change the English. That's better English. What does iatrogenia mean?
Iatrogenia? Iatrogenia.
How do you know how to pronounce it?
Iatrogenia.
That is how you pronounce it, no?
Yes.
This is how everybody says it. This is something else? Is it something different?
No.
This is E. There's no sound. Why is there no sound? Sometimes, when I'm not sure, I put them into Google to check the... Is this the same thing?
Similar. But the IA or I is the same.
Iatrogenesis. Iatrogenesis.
IA.
Iatrogenesis.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
So, iatrogenia, is it? Is that right?
Yes.
Because I don't know.
A.
So why shall I write it for you? Shall I write it for you?
Iatrogenia. I understand. Like.
Shall I write it for you? Okay. This is I. So this is I. And there's Aya. Tro. Just 1 second. Let me just pull up the sounds. Iatro. Home. Iatro. Genia. Is that right? Iatrogenia? Yeah, it's an E.
Yeah.
Nia. Ear. This is here. Ear. This is a very difficult word. Iatrogenia. Where do you think the stress is? Iatrogenia. No, it's on here, no?
Yeah.
You agree?
Iatrogenia.
Iatrogenia.
Yeah. Iatrogenia.
This is a J, like John. John?
John. My husband and my son.
Your husband and your son.
John.
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 John. John.
Not ch, chimenea. John.
John.
Harder. Not like je m'appelle.
John.
No. John.
John.
That's it. Iatrogenia.
Iatrogenia.
Okay, now we understand. Because that's a super important word. We want to get it so everybody understands. So, the question is, and ask it like a question.
What does iatrogenia mean?
Iatrogenia mean?
But this is a vocal, ¿cómo era? Vowel.
So, if it's in a same... Listen, I can do this 2 ways. I can do this in 2 chunks, because maybe this is a difficult word. So I can do the first chunk is what does. No, it's like a verb question chunk. Then I have the subject and second verb chunk. So if it's too difficult, I can do a little pause here, which allows me to get the second one right, because it's got a difficult word. So, what does iatrogenia mean?
What does iatrogenia mean?
And if I do it as 1 chunk, because I'm better at English, or I'm better at holding all these words in my mouth, what does iatrogenia mean? Joining it together with 1 chunk. What does iatrogenia mean?
What does iatrogenia mean?
Perfect. So you can choose same chunk, join it together, or 2 chunks, because it's a difficult word, and you have a little pause before. You see?
What does iatrogenia mean?
Yeah. And with the pause, that'll give you more time to think.
Yeah. What does iatrogenia mean?
And the question, we ask the question.
Mean?
That's it. You got it. Because
What
sometimes,
does iatrogynia mean?
because sometimes in English people forget question statement we need to hear. It's a rhetorical question. No?
Yes.
Okay.
What does iatrogynia mean? Etymologically, it comes...
Oof. Okay. Where's this?
No. Etymology... The first... no, la anterior. Here, this one. Etymologically, it comes from the Greek language.
Okay. That's a long word. Do we have to say this? Why don't we just delete this? Why don't we just delete this?
It comes from...
Yeah. Okay.
It's easier.
It's easier.
It comes from the Greek language.
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 Like John. It's not a ch. It's a j.
Language.
It's a d plus j.
Je.
J.
Je.
J.
Je. It comes from the Greek language. It's formed by iatros, that means physician.
Physician.
What is physician?
Doctor.
And doctor? What? Physician is only the medico here, but doctor is... But a doctor?
It's like, okay.
A biologist can be doctor, a psychologist can be doctor, and... Okay, so physician is correct, I think.
It's a medical doctor. Yes, correct. Look, medical practitioner, medical doctor. Or a doctor who is a professional who practices medicine.
Okay, physician.
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 Okay. Super difficult, this stuff for you, eh? So, physician. Physician. Where's the stress? Physician.
Second one.
Physician.
Physician.
Physician. Physician. Don't try and write it any other way apart from what...
But I don't understand this.
You will understand this. Don't worry, this is your first day. This is normal. Do you remember the first day you started doing medicine? This is your first day.
Okay.
Look, it's a Z. Z.
Yes.
This is a sh. Shun. Physician.
Physician.
Physician. Shun.
Shun.
This vibrates, this doesn't. Physician. Physician.
Physician.
We will do with pronunciation. Next one, carry on.
Physician. And genia, that means originated by.
Originated.
Originated by.
Some Americans will say originated with a D, but it's in English it's originated.
Originated.
That's it. Okay.
In the Merriam-Webster dictionary, it is defined
Defined. In the past tense. Defined. Yes.
Is defined as induced inadvertently by a... Inadvertently by a physician or surgeon or by medical treatment or diagnosis procedures.
Procedures. How do we pronounce the D? J, like John.
J.
Procedures. That's it.
In Spanish Academy, we can see the definition as...
Whatever.
No, I am going to say it in English.
Okay, cool.
But here is something important because I have to make the disturbance of the patient conditions induced by the physician. ¿Vale? Te lo voy a decir en castellano para que me es más fácil. Yo quiero decir, o sea, de eso es como la base de la charla.
Give me it in English. Give it to me.
No, it's very difficult because in Spanish it's very difficult.
Do you want to translate this? Is that what you're saying?
First, yes, but... no, te lo voy a decir en castellano, porque es difícil en castellano. O sea, iatrogenia, todo el mundo piensa, todos los médicos te hablo, de que es algo negativo. Pero no tiene por qué ser algo negativo. Simplemente es un cambio que se produce en el paciente porque los médicos hemos hecho algo. ¿Vale?
So, now you tell me that in English.
That iatrogenic is not mandatory negative. It's
Not necessarily negative.
not necessarily negative.
Necessarily.
Necessarily negative.
Necessarily.
Necessarily
Yes.
necessarily negative.
Negative. And
Necessary.
shall I write it for you? Difficult words. Oh, my mistake. Necessary.
Necessarily.
That's it. You got it. Necessarily.
Necessarily.
Where's the stress?
Necessarily.
That's it. You got it. You understand?
Necessarily.
My 5-year-old
Negative.
girl can do this.
My?
5-year-old actress, she can do this.
Yes, but...
You're an MD. You're super genius. You can do this.
Necessarily.
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 This is a new language for you. Now you will understand. This is your first day. Next time will be easier.
Necessarily. I
Necessarily.
hope that. Necessarily.
Because we want to understand you.
Necessarily.
No Z. Necessarily.
Necessarily.
Got it.
Necessarily.
Don't wait. When you listen back to this again, you'll hear you doing it right or wrong, and you'll hear me doing it hopefully correctly. No?
Necessarily.
We hope. No?
I hope.
We hope that I know how to do it. I didn't know how to do this, but we look on the internet and you tell me.
Iatrogenia. This is iatrogenia.
Okay.
Mean?
This would be enia, iatrogenia, no?
Iatrogenia.
I think so.
Okay. Go on? Or-
Yes.
Okay. In Spanish Academy, there we can read disturbance, particularly negative, but not necessarily necessarily negative.
Negative.
Not necessarily negative of the patient's condition.
Okay.
In fact, here we can read that it may result from medical procedures performed within a correct indication with the skill, prudence and diligence.
Okay.
So, today we are going to talk about the breast ultrasound findings or change that we can see after interventional diagnosis or after treatment.
Which slide are we on?
No slide.
Okay.
Is the finish of this one.
Okay. So here you have a big question mark and you have red and you only have one line on one page. So what do? We say it like we wrote it. Look, here, lots of words, one in black.
Yeah.
Here, big, red. So you say it big and red.
Okay. Why talk about this topic?
Talk about.
Double
Double
about.
length.
Why talk about?
Talk. Double length. In Spanish, you only have single lengths. I'll write it for you. Don't wait, I'll write it for you. That's took. This is t. Or 2 dots means double length. Two. Talk.
Talk.
Talk about.
Talk about.
Talk about.
Talk
About.
about.
And join.
Talk about.
That's it.
Talk about.
That's it.
Talk about.
So, the whole line?
Why talk? Why talk about this topic?
And
What?
all in one go? So you did 2 chunks. You did why talk about and this topic. But you're clever. You can do the whole line.
Why talk about this topic?
Perfect. You see, you can do it.
Why talk about this topic? The detection and adequate knowledge of
Adequate.
adequate.
Let me teach you something. This word is
Ate.
ate.
Eight.
No? I ate
Eight.
the cornflakes. No? This word is?
Adequate.
No, adequate.
Why?
Because when we have a word of one syllable, and this is the stressed syllable because this is the only vowel that has a sound, so it has to be the stressed vowel. We need a stress in every word. This is the stress. We give it the full long sound. A, as in opus dei. 8, no?
Yes.
But adequate, where is the stress on here? Adequate,
Adequate.
it's here.
Yeah.
So the last syllable, normally of a noun or 2 or more syllables, changes. We're not just teaching you this word, we're teaching you all the words. Normally, especially long words and medical words, normally the last syllable changes from the normal vowel sound, A in this case, to an Adequate.
Adequate.
Land,
Land.
England. Not England, no, England.
Yes. Land. England.
Ward,
8. Adequate.
ward,
Word.
as in a hospital ward. Edward.
Word.
Not Edward, no, Edward.
Edgar.
Ward,
Word. Edgar.
land,
Land.
England.
England.
8.
8. Adequate.
Perfect. You got it.
Did
This is,
it?
don't worry, this is the first day you've seen this, but we will say it all day, every day, till you remember, because you understand. But it will take us a while to stop because you. How old are you?
37.
You've been doing it wrong for 30 years.
37.
You've been doing it
55.
right for 37 minutes. No?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
So, the detection and adequate knowledge of
Good.
iatrogenic alterations in the breast enable the radiologist to identify important complications.
This isn't I.
Aye.
It's actually an I, like this in English. I.
Identify important complications. Minimize overvalue findings, such as recurrent neoplans that recurrent neoplans that cause unnecessary biopsies.
Biopsies.
Biopsies?
With a Z at the end.
Biopsies.
Yes.
Biopsies.
Because everything that in the singular ends in a vowel sound, biopsy ends in an I, a vowel.
Biopsy.
When it's a plural, the S is pronounced Z.
Z.
Family.
Families.
Families. Is it biopsy?
With Y. Biopsies.
Biopsies.
Biopsies. No, biopsies.
That's it.
Biopsies. To study undervalue findings caused by a recurrent tumor.
Recurrent.
Where's
the stress?
Second one.
Recurrent tumor.
Recurrent tumor. Suspected of being an iatrogenic alteration.
Alteration.
Iatrogenic. Iatrogenic.
Alteration. Alter?
Alteration. Alteration.
Are you Catholic?
Have you?
Are you Catholic?
Catholic. I don't know.
Catholic? Like the Pope? He's Catholic? You know the Pope?
Pope, the music Pope. No.
No, that's Pop.
Pope?
Pope, like Jean-Paul II.
No, I don't know.
Or Ratzinger, the Pope.
No.
El Papa,
Yes.
the Pope.
Pope is Papa.
Yes, the Pope.
Pope.
Pope. No? Pope.
Pope.
Are you Catholic?
Are you?
Catholic.
What is Catholic?
Católica.
Yes.
Yes, are you Catholic? No?
Yes.
Catholic. The altar. No?
The?
You go to the altar. Altar? No?
Altar? No.
The altar? You have an altar in your church. No? Altar is altara, or you also have an altar in your church. No? Here you have the altar.
Altar. Yes. My hospital.
Oh, you have an altar in your hospital?
Yes,
okay.
of course.
And alteration.
Altar.
Altar, alteration.
Altar, alteration. Altar. Bueno, altar.
I'll write it for you.
Altar.
I'll write it for you. So, altar,
Altar.
again the sh sound, and alteration.
Alteration.
Where's the stress?
Alteration. Re.
Alteration.
Alteration.
Because the first thing is that we want to understand you. That's the most important thing.
Alteration.
That's it. So, take me through this. Let's just read this to me.
Interventional procedures with needle. Here we include fine needle aspiration, core needle biopsy, vacuum-assisted breast biopsy, and pre-surgical
Vacuum assisted.
vacuum-assisted.
Vacuum assisted. Vacuum assisted.
Vacuum.
And then joining it together.
Vacuum-assisted breast biopsy. Vacuum-assisted. And pre-surgical.
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 How shall I write that for you?
Pre-surgical.
These are difficult words. No? Surgeon.
Surgeon.
Surgery.
Surgery.
Pre-surgical.
Pre-surgical.
So, my mistake, E, double length, as in Burger King. Burger King.
Burger King.
Surgeon.
Surgeon.
Surgery.
Surgery.
Pre-surgical.
Pre-surgical.
Sir. And then we have again the John.
John.
Surgery.
Surgery.
Surgical.
Surgical.
Pre-surgical.
Pre-surgical.
Okay. This is American. In English we write it with an S, but it doesn't matter.
S.
In English, yes. In American with a Z.
With S. S. You write with S.
In English.
Really?
In English with an S. In American with a Z. Localization. Well, it's such an American word anyway. Look. Localization.
Yeah.
Localization.
Localization.
But it's pronounced with a Z. Look. Localization. You see it? Look. Same as me. Local. Oh, look. In English. Localization. And look. It's the same thing. Shun. No? Localization. Yes. Same as me.
Localization.
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 This is a sh. Localization.
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 Shun.
Localization.
That's it. You can say it's the same as me. But and it's easier here on the internet.
Localization.
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 No vibrating on the j. It's not a j, it's a sh. Shut up.
Shun.
Localization.
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 That's it.
Sation.
If you have a doubt, you go on the dictionary online.
Localization.
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 Shun.
Shun. Shun. Localization.
Shun. So I will send you this link, not just for this word, but so you can check on the Cambridge Dictionary how you say a word. You don't know, you look there. Okay?
Okay. Localization. No.
We need to do pronunciation exercise, but we will do it. We will do it. Carry on.
I can say it very fast.
You can't say it very fast. We'll start slowly and then we go faster.
Presurgical localization. Localization.
Let's carry on. We'll do some pronunciation exercises. So, explain this to me.
When a lesion can be visualized sonographically.
Huh?
When a lesion can be...
A lesion?
Lesion.
A lesion.
Lesion.
Where's... Do you mean
Lesion.
una lesión?
Yes.
Okay. Le. I. Jeune. Lesion.
Lesion. When a lesion can be visualized
Visualize.
visualized.
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 Yes.
Visualized.
D.
Sonographically.
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 That's it.
Sonographically. Ultrasound guidance is
Guy.
guidance is often preferred.
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 D. Preferred.
Preferred. Because the patient comfort, efficiency,
Comfort. Comfort.
comfort.
No. Fort, no. Same again. So, do you know what a fort is?
Fort?
A fort? Do you know what a fort is? Do you know what this is? Un castillito.
Yes.
Yes? No? Fortificación. No? Fort. So this is f or t. But what we looked at is when we have
Comfort.
a more syllable word. No? We looked at it before. I can't remember where we wrote it. No?
I think we didn't write. We speak but not right.
Here we have
Right
it.
here.
When we have a longer version of the same word, we change it to this sound, a schwa, a.
Oh.
So, fort, but, foot. Effort.
Effort.
No,
Effort. Effort.
effort.
Effort.
Then we have k, m. Effort.
Effort. Comfort.
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 Fort.
Fort. Comfort.
Perfect.
Comfort.
The same as here. Same as we had before. Where was it? 8.
8. Adequate.
Perfect.
4.